Hello and welcome back to the studio. I'm Dr. Wiggo, and today we're going to talk about Apple's new Apple Upgrade Lease Program. They announced it this week. This new Apple Upgrade Lease Program replaces and expands the iPhone Upgrade Program that they've had in years past that they just terminated and is no longer available. They announced it on July 28th, and it went live on the Apple Store right away, and it's in conjunction with Klarna. You may have heard of Klarna. They're famous for their pay-in-4 with DoorDash and Uber Eats thing where people are saying, wait, you're financing fast food? What? But Klarna is a big financial services company, and that's why Apple probably picked them for this program. How it works is when you're on apple.com or in the store, when you're buying, it adds a lease with Apple upgrade to the payment option, like this here. When it was just a rumor, there was a lot of speculation that it wouldn't be very many products, but it's a lot of them. You can get an iPhone 17e for $17.99 a month for 24 months or $24.99 for 12 months. iPhone 17 from $22.99 for 24 months. iPhone Air from $28.99. iPhone 17 Pro from $31.99. These prices are all for the cheapest configuration you can get. But they also went with the iPad mini from $11.99 for 36 months, or the iPad Air from $15.99 for 36 months. iPads and Macs get 36-month and 24-month options. iPhones and watches get 24 months and 12-month options. You can get an iPad Pro from $24.99 for 36 months, or a MacBook Air from $24.99 for 36 months, or a MacBook Pro from $38.99 a month for 36 months. An iMac for $28.99 for 36 months. A Mac Studio from $48.99 for 36 months. Again, for the cheapest configuration. Or the Apple Watch Series 11 from $11.99 for 24 months, or the Apple Watch Ultra 3 from $24.99 for 24 months. But not all Apple products are included. Notable absences are the older iPhones like the 16 and 16 Plus that Apple still sells, the base iPad, the cheap one, the $350 one, the MacBook Neo, and the Mac Mini. Those you'll have to get the old-fashioned way, no leasing for them. This all sounds great, doesn't it? But there's a problem. It's a lease, not a purchase. So there's going to be a big payment at the end, roughly a third of the price, in order to keep it when the lease is up. Apple wants you to turn it into Klarna and start a new lease on a new product when the lease is up. But to turn it in, it has to be in good condition. And Klarna decides if the condition is good enough. And if it's not, you may have to pay extra up to the whole purchase price that was rolled over, like the third. That sounds like it could be problematic. That's why you might want to get Apple Care so that you'll be covered. Apple Care was included in the iPhone upgrade plan. It is not included in these plans. But Apple Care is pretty expensive, and it's at least $10 a month, $15 a month. So that $31.99 iPhone 17 Pro, you might have to pay an extra $14 a month for Apple Care. Like most leases, there's also fees to terminate the lease early. So if you get a 24-month lease, you're pretty much stuck with it for 24 months. You're going to pay for those 24 months, even if you try to turn it in early. So if you want to upgrade your phone every year, you're going to have to do a 12-month lease. Then there are effects on your credit. If you're late or miss payments, that can really hurt your credit score. You do not want your credit score going into the toilet over like a $15 a month thing. Also, they do a credit check, but it's a soft credit check, so it shouldn't affect your credit score. But then opening the account probably will affect your credit score. So this may not be the best choice if your credit is kind of dicey. Plus, right now, Klarna is facing some consumer protection class action suits for their high late fees. They also require some customers to give them direct access to their bank accounts to make the withdrawals of the payments, which can lead to overdraft fees instead of late fees. So you could get screwed either way. So to sum up, like with cars, the leasing option offers lower monthly payments. That's why car dealers push them, because people are often payment buyers. Like with cars, you may end up buying something more than you can afford because you got that lower monthly payment, but that can be problematic. And that's why car dealers focus on monthly payments instead of price, because they're trying to get you into the car. Apple's trying to get you into this thing, but they want you to come back to them next time, whereas car dealers don't really care. So my advice, and this is just good financial advice in general, don't buy things you can't afford. I know that's rich coming from me, but seriously, If you have to do a lease payment like this in order to be able to afford it, maybe you should look at maybe the next step down. Instead of the 17 Pro, maybe a 17. Bad effects on your credit score could hurt you for years to come, make cars more expensive, make houses more expensive. So if you have an Apple Card, the 12-month of installments, or 24 months on more expensive things, those 12-month installments are usually going to be your best bet because it's, zero interest added. It's just dividing the thing over 12 months or 24 months. But if you do lease, do not ever miss or be late with payments because that could be really damaging to your credit score and make your cost of credit in the future. If you're thinking of buying a house down the road, do not screw up your credit score by buying a Mac Studio that you can't really afford because, I got good payments. So it's nice that Apple is offering this option, although technically they're not offering it. Klarna is offering it. Apple is selling the phone to Klarna, who is then leasing it to you, is how it really works. Apple likes this leasing program because they get all the money up front, and then Klarna has to deal with it. But you need to do what's best for you. And yes, I know maybe sometimes you just gotta. I know what it's like to crave technology. If you watch this channel, you're well aware of that. But even I have been slowing down lately now that my income has dropped, and so I'm not going to be using this leasing program, not ever, not for nothing. I trust Apple, but I do not trust Klarna. And you're really going to be dealing with Klarna, and they're going to decide if the phone is in good enough condition or the Mac is in good enough condition for you to turn it in. And you do not want to be hit with fees and late fees. It's a whole can of worms that you're really better off not getting into. Now, I understand you might have to. There may be no other way you can swing it, but just be really careful and watch your payments like a hawk and never be late. Never be late. And if you're wondering why I'm wearing this t-shirt, it's because I went and saw Spider-Man today. I really liked it. I recommend it. You should go see it. Spider-Man, Brand New Day, now playing at a theater near you, I assume. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for stopping by. See you next time. Bye-bye. And now I'm going to go start working on whatever I'm going to talk about next week. Thanks for staying to the end. Bye-bye.